approximately 12 to 16,000 acres of potatoes planted in eastern North Carolina every year. We're ranked 17th in the United States for potato production here in North Carolina, and it brings in about $23 million every year.
I'm really proud of what we do here at NC State, particularly in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, being able to work in partnership with growers in the field and to help solve real-world problems. In the foods that we produce and the foods that consumers are eating on their kitchen table, there's a whole chain of science that goes behind getting the food that we produce on the farm through the food chain and onto consumers' table.
They usually start about late February into March, and then it's about 100 days from planting to harvest.
In the start of potatoes, we start with our seed, and what makes a big difference for us is getting good quality seed in the industry so that we can have a good crop in the end.
So they'll plant them, and then they'll come back a couple weeks later. They'll do what they call hill the potatoes. So they'll throw dirt over top of the row. So that gives the potatoes lots of room to grow, and they'll fertilize them at that time. And it also helps to cut down on some of the weeds whenever they go through and cultivate the potatoes. After those 100 days, about June or July, then they'll start harvesting, and they do that mechanically with a potato digger.
During harvest, we test potatoes before we ship them and make sure we have quality going out to the plants.
So they'll go through the fields and they'll harvest the potatoes, and they'll load them onto trucks, and then those trucks will go to the grader.
In the process of grading, we look for anything external, as the graders can't see inside, so we try and get all the external defects away.
They're either washed and graded for fresh market to go straight to the grocery store, or they'll be washed and put into big tote bags to be sent to chip processors. NC State researchers and Extension support growers by developing disease or insect resistant varieties and varieties that are more adapted to North Carolina's climate.
I would say we've been working with NC State for 40 years here with plot work. It's important for several years to get some testing done, and that's why it's so important for us to work with NC State.
So they'll work with growers to put in test plots on farm as well as on our research stations. And then they'll collect data from all their plots, and then they'll share it with our farmers at their annual potato meeting.
The goal of these trials is to identify the next new variety for production in North Carolina. And that's why this trialing system is so critical to our overall success.